Hello, Isaac in Greece. This is Arthur, your MCVP one more time to present you one more video in the National Educational Cycle, this time to talk about NPS and how to use it inside OGV operations. So for those of you who do not know, NPS is an acronym that means Net Promoter Score. But what is it? Well, NPS is an index, it's a measure. It measures the level of satisfaction of a customer with a specific product or service. Disclaimer, NPS is not something from Isaac, but something used in the business market outside of Isaac. And Isaac just used it to understand our customer better. And basically it's calculated through a survey that the customer fills in the end of the experience during the brief, right after the exchange survey. So if you have watched the previous videos, you will understand. So they answer this survey, and the survey asks them to scale to our service from 0 to 10. And this is the NPS, the scale, the score they give us. The question they are asked is this one. On a scale from 0 to 10, how likely are you to recommend Isaac as a leadership development platform for your friends? So you can see how it measures satisfaction, because if they are not satisfied, they will not recommend it. And then we have the results, the answers. So they can answer from 0 to 10, and we have different groups of customers. If the customer answers rate the service from 0 to 6, this customer is a detractor. So he didn't like the service and he will not recommend the service. If the customer answers 7 or 8, this customer is passive. So the customer is not is satisfied, but not enough. It's not a lot. He has some feedback. He has some things to worry, some things he would like to be different, and they may or may not recommend. So we can't be sure. And finally, the customer that rates our service as 9 or 10, they are promoters and they are very happy, very satisfied, and they will recommend to everyone they know. And these are the customers, the customers that we want, of course. And the score is calculated taking the percentage of promoters and subtracting the percentage of detractors, and then you have your score, your NPS, and you will understand the level of satisfaction of your product. What is the difference between a complete and an NPS? Very simple. The complete is the standards. The complete only tells us if the standards were delivered or not. The EP goes on the standard survey, say yes or no to each of the standards, and objective as that, we'll understand. Did we do our job or not? The standards were delivered or not? That's a complete. NPS, no. NPS is subjective. It's a question, it's a score, and is the customer telling us if he's satisfied or not. So basically, complete is the minimum. We need to do it. We need to have completes because standards, like it says, are minimums. It's our job. We need to do it. But the NPS, this is the extra mile. This is telling us that we're doing the minimum. We're doing more than the minimum. We're doing very good at our job. And well, why do we use this? Of course, we need to understand first if our customer is happy or not with our service and where we can improve it, but also to understand how we can deal with different types of customers. So here's some tips of how to deal with detractors. First of all, have an individual debrief with this person. Do not have a debrief with promoters and the detractors at the same place. It will be not good at all. Then listen first and with attention. So detractors, they just want to be listened. They just want to be heard. So be that person that will listen to them. Accept the feedback. Do not fight. Do not be the person that will explain everything, contradict everything that he says. Accept the feedback and show that you're interested to improve. Get the feedback and show we as an organization, we are going to work on that. We are going to improve. Explain the things that the customer may be confused about, but do not question how they feel. So yes, some things that the customer will say that may be wrong, and we can explain to them the right version, but do not question how they felt about it, okay? And of course, thank them for their honesty. These are ways to try to minimize the damage, to try to make these detractors not as bad as they could. Okay, they are unsatisfied with experience, but we are willing to listen and to improve. And of course, the promoters they need to be used. We need to capitalize on them. We need to make sure will help us, the organization, have more impact. So showcase their experience on the attraction phase. Invite them to speak on events about their experience. Recruit them as members. This will be amazing. Send their contacts, with the permission of course, to other customers to serve as reference. So if a customer that is not sure if they should go on experience with us or not, send their contacts. Send the contact of a promoter to them so they can talk. Offer them new opportunities so they are so satisfied with their product. So why not go and exchange it again? And keep in touch with them through lead nurturing. Do not let this promoter forget about ISEC. Keep them engaged with us. Well, that's it for today, guys. If you need anything else, if you have any other questions, feel free to approach me about this. I'll be happy to talk to you, okay? See you soon. Bye.